are the Covens Against the Throne, aka the Cats. If that made no sense to you, this video is gonna make no sense to you. So there's your warning, but still watch, because hopefully it'll be interesting. Hey guys, welcome back. How are you doing today? I hope you all are doing amazing, wonderful, incredible. Look at my earrings. We're talking about the Owl House, so I put my little witchy earrings on today. Yes, I am festive, and yes, you love it. This is my first time talking about the Owl House on my channel, so if you don't know what it is, it's incredible. It's my hyperfixations. It has MILFs, plenty of wonderful MILFs. It has magic, which is also fun. And don't tell Disney this. It's a Disney show. It's a little pretty gay. They found out. Yeah. Screw you, Disney, because you brought down my season and my happiness. So, forever hate you for that. And for many other reasons. But anyway, let's focus on what our video topic is today. So, if you haven't watched the most recent episode, go watch it. Probably it's on Disney now. I watched it on Hulu, and most likely it'll eventually be on Disney Plus if it isn't already, and other places, most likely. Spoiler warning. So basically, long story short, if you're unaware and yet you still decide to watch this, up to your own risk, this most recent episode, we find out that there might possibly be a traitor within the Cats. So today I'm going to go through all the members that we know are in the Cats, and then talk about why I feel like they could possibly be the traitor, why they couldn't be the traitor, and then kind of give my rating 1 out of 5 of how likely that I believe there is a traitor. Let's begin. I'm going to go down the list they have on the Owl House wiki. Also, this video was inspired by, I believe how you pronounce it is Jaru. They make kind of really cool Deltarune theories, and I kind of got the format of this video from them. I recommend checking them out. Yep. Okay, everyone good? Everyone good? I did my little introduction. Let's begin. Okay, so first we're going to talk about Darius. I love Darius. Ever since I saw him for the first time, even though we thought he was evil, I was like, I'm in love with you. I love your design. You're my favorite. Just kidding. He's not my favorite, but I do love Darius quite a lot. So let's talk about it. Why do I think he could possibly be the traitor? And that is the only reason I could really think of is because he's a coven head. So technically that means he has a really close connection to Bellows. So, I mean, that is kind of a dig against him. However, we've seen him constantly defy Bellows, especially within Hunter's character. Like, we know, like in the last episode, he's hiding Hunter against Bellows. He didn't tell Bellows about Hunter's secret talisman. So I don't really think it's likely. And also, I feel like that would just be bad. Not, I'm gonna say bad writing. But I don't like that. I think that would be good writing. Because his character arc went, all of us thought he was evil. And then, oh crap, he's good. And then, oh, he's evil again? I mean, he could have possibly done it, like, unknowingly, or, because that's going to be kind of, like, the maybes for a lot of this video, or, like, he was threatened to, but, I don't know. I don't see it's likely, hence why I gave him a 2 out of 5. I mean, he's a coven head, and it's possible. I mean, there's some tricky coven heads and tricky Bellows, but we'll see. Either way. Next, Eberwolf. And according to the wiki, it is pronounced Eberwolf. Weird. I thought it was Everwolf for the longest time, but that's why I'm saying Everwolf, because that's what the wiki says, and the wiki knows all. Anyway, once again, I think he could do it. One of the reasons is that he's a coven head, same as Darius. All the coven heads are going to get the same tick. And another thing, too, that I think it's more that why he's more likely than Darius is because we literally know nothing about his character. We know he's the head of the Beastkeeping Coven, my bad. But, like, besides that, we don't really know anything about him. So I feel like they could really easily write, oh, he's been betraying them this whole time. And because he's been just, like, the secret eyes. Because, I mean, we don't really know anything about him. And maybe that's because Disney cut out a bunch of the season. So they had to, like, do some little quick runarounds. But still, I feel like that could also have been because of that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they can more easily make Eberwolf than like Darius or someone. The reason me could not be is also because the same reason. We don't like know anything about him. So I can't say he is or isn't gonna be, but I'm saying there's room for that to be written. Does that make sense? Yeah. So that's why I gave him a 4 out of 5. Honestly, if Emberwolf is it, I'll be like, okay, it's not someone I deeply care about. Woo! Stay winning. I mean, boo, because it's a traitor, but, like, if there's already a traitor, I'd rather it be someone like Emberwolf than, like, the next person we're going to talk about. Oh, segue, Rain. Why do I think they could hypothetically be a traitor? We know they would do anything in the world to protect Ida. Because Ida's their boo-boo. So I could see there being, like, a deal with Bellows. Kind of like maybe like a Lilith. Like Lilith first season. You know what I'm saying? Kind of one of those situations. But I feel like Rain, not saying that Lilith is dumb, but I feel like Rain knows Bellows' tricks. So I feel like they won't fall for that. But who knows? Also, they're Kevin head, same as the other ones. And then, this is something that I feel like could be interesting if they brought it in. I feel like some people would be like, that's dumb, but I feel like personally it'd be interesting, is maybe Terra's tea is doing more than we thought it did originally. I mean, we see Rain, like, whistle the tea or whatever, but I feel like Terra's smarter than that, you know? If Terra sees Rain whistle on the tea every single time, or like blow on it, I mean, you could easily just knock it off, but I feel like Terra's trickier than that. I don't know. I feel like there's room there for them to be possibly, maybe not even like a traitor on purpose, but like, I don't know. I feel like that'd be interesting, and you agree with me. I know you do. And also, we've known continuously that Rain's a bad actor. Like, people have mentioned it multiple times. So once again, I feel like Tara would be like, why are you acting so sus? You know what I'm saying? And we know Tara's very smart and a very trusted person of Bellows, and Bellows doesn't trust anyone, you know? So I feel like she got in that place for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I feel like us blowing that off the tee so quickly, I mean, it makes sense because why? But I feel like there could be more there. Okay, back to why they couldn't be. We've seen Rain constant rebel against Bellows with the bats, and leave Ida being their love interest. Like, that is very anti-Bellows. And once again, they would do anything to protect Ida. So them working with Bellows seems very counterintuitive. When literally, like, last season, Bellows tried to petrify her. And honestly, I feel like it really depends. Remember the scene with, like, the red? Beautiful scene, by the way. I feel like if you believe they're the traitor, you believe kind of... Because the first time I watched it, I was like, oh, they're doing that because they're concerned for Ida. But watching it again, I was like, could that be regret? So, I don't know. I feel like it's really possible that Rain could, like, be the traitor. Unknowingly or knowingly. Because they have a lot of things they care about. They're a very loving person. So I gave them a 4 out of 5. I don't want them to be the traitor, though. I will be so upset if they end up being the traitor. But, I don't know. I could see it, which makes me upset. Continuing on. Miss Amber. So she's the cute little bat girl that we saw in the bats. I love her design. So, could she be the traitor? Maybe she was threatened or did it unknowingly. I could see that being possibly. I mean, we don't really know a lot about her. We just know that she's kind of tsundere and she's anti-Bellows because she's covens against the throne. And that's kind of why I know. Because the only really thing we know about her character is that, like, besides, like, her whole personality, because she kind of got a personality, unlike one of the other members that we'll talk about in a second. She constantly rebel. And then also, she loves Mama Ida. We saw that little character arc. It was adorable. So, I really don't think it's Amber. And I feel like it'd be weird if it was. So, I gave her a 1 out of 5. Katya, food fanfic girl. Love her. I love that she keeps coming back. Once again, maybe because she was threatened or did it unknowingly. That's kind of for all the characters. Those are those possible reasons. And then, honestly, I don't think so really either. Because we, once again, constantly, the only thing we really know about their character, besides, like, what we see, is, like, they're constantly rebelling against the throne. She was thrown in the Formatorium. So, I feel like if you were thrown in there, you'd be even more anti-Bellows, too. Because you're like, screw this guy. So I really don't see her working with him. Maybe she was, like, tricked, like I said, unknowingly, but I don't know. And then also, we kind of see it in the most recent episode. It seems like she has a positive relationship with Luz, and I'm assuming it goes all the way. And then Mama Ida, obviously. So, I don't know. I don't think it's likely. So 1 out of 5. And then Derwin, oh my gosh, please give me more of this dude. His design, I've always thought it was so pretty. He's beautiful. I love his little glasses. I don't know why. Yes, kind of the same as everyone. We don't really know anything about this guy. We know he's in a part of the Bats, but like Amber had the little Tsundere arc, and then Katya's fanfic girl. But like we don't really know anything about him besides like he's in the Bats, and that means he's a bard person. So kind of same as Everwolf. I feel like that could be easily written in there. I don't really want it to be, and to me it doesn't really make sense because the no reason we see him constantly go against the throne even before they probably knew about the Day of Unity because they were in the Bats, and I don't think when the Bats was a thing, I don't think they knew about the Day of Unity. I just think Rain was like, you're kind of messed up, broski, you know? So I see him being more likely than the other two, so I give him a 2 out of 5. But I still don't really see it. I don't know. I feel like that'd be a weird twist to come around about, but I feel like it could happen because we don't know anything about the guy really, even more than the other two. He's like a support character. You know what I'm saying? And then next we have Miss Ida. The yes reason is we know Ida would do anything to protect her family, especially, as she words it, her kids. She even threatened before she knew Rain was acting, to like give herself up to protect her kids. So I could see that happening. I mean, once again, maybe she did it unknowingly, like she didn't know she was talking to Bellos or something. I could see something like that happening, because we see it constantly within her character. Not that it's a bad thing, it just shows she loves and cares about them. But I feel like because she has that, she makes it more easy to manipulate, you know what I'm saying? Because she would do anything for them, you know? But it would also, if it was Ida, I feel like it'd make an interesting twist, but it would just make no sense for her. Because she's the Wild Witch. But then again, that would make an interesting twist because she is the Wild Witch and she's the one who betrayed them. I don't know. I could see it going either way. So I put her as 1 out of 5, but now that I think about it more, I feel like that could be a really interesting twist. So I'm gonna bump it up a 2 out of 5. But I don't want it to be Ida, but I feel like that'd be kind of like interesting. I mean, we're kind of already getting the Wild Witch thing with the plan they have going on. But I don't know. I don't feel like the plan. I feel like there's something fishy about that. I don't trust it. I don't know. We'll see. And then Miss Lilith. Once again, I don't think she as much as Ida, but she would protect her family. I feel like especially with Hootie and Luz too. And then kind of with King. I feel like her and King aren't as close as the other two, but they've grown a really special bond, and I feel like she would protect them, even just out of fear for Ida finding out. Oh god, Ida's gonna kill me, you know? We do know Kenna has issues with authority. Like, as soon as she found out King was the Titan, she was like, oh my god. And she had the whole first season with Bellos. So I feel like that could make her more easily swayable. She was also previously a member of the Emperor's Coven, so there's that distance around her. But I feel like no matter what her reasoning would be, it would people would see it as like ruining her entire character arc. And a lot of people, I don't know how I feel about it. I liked it, honestly. I like Lilith a lot. A lot of people think that her character arc was already too quick. So I feel like if they add that extra layer to it, people would just be like, I don't know. And not that I'm saying they have to write with audience in mind. I mean, they should be able to create whatever they want to create. But I feel like, especially since a lot of people were very vocal about kind of being unsure about Lilith, then I don't know. I feel like that's the wrong route to take. I mean, then again, I don't know. Because it would just ruin her entire character arc. She was like, okay, I'm standing up against Bellos to protect my sister, you know? I don't know. And she honestly seems like she's anti-Bellos now. I mean, she knows about the Day of Unity, and I mean, unless you're Odalia, for some reason, everyone seems to be against that. It just seems like Odalia was kind of manipulated. Yeah. I can see it, I guess, because, like, what we know about her, especially, like, her issues, but, like, I don't want it to happen, and I don't think it should happen, and if you feel like it did happen, it would just kind of be like, really? I don't know. Because people are on the fence with her enough. So I gave her a 2 out of 5. And then Miss Luz. Heart. Okay, this is complicated. Miss Luz. Yes. I could see her doing anything to protect her family. Like, she's like Ida in that way. And we know that she kind of has a habit of, like, rushing into things without thinking. Perfect example, the last episode, that plan. I mean, she did think about it. But if she really thought about it, she might be like, this may not be the best idea. That's kind of, like, Luz's, like, greatest flaw. But I feel like it's also her greatest strength, but that's not a video about that. It's about who the traitor can be. And also, I feel like maybe seeing her mom again, maybe, like, Bellows being like, I can bring you to the human world, you know? I feel like there could be room to manipulate Luz there, especially since Bellows kind of knows her pretty well. I mean, he saw that she, I don't want to say she's easily manipulated, but she always sees the best in people. And because of that, for whatever reason, if that could be easily toyed with, you know? She is literally vocally the most anti-Bellows person in the entire Isles that we know about. Like, she is so freaking anti-Bellows. So I feel like it'd be weird, but then again also, like, if she did it unknowingly, then I feel like that could be another dig on her character. But then again, we kind of already had that with Philip. So I don't really see it. But we know Bellows is manipulative, and I feel like if she see her mom again or protect her loved ones, because honestly, I feel like Luz is the person to be like Amity over the entire demon realm. You know, like, she loves that girl, and we know she would do anything for the people she loves. I don't really see it being realistic, but I could see how they could work it in there. I don't know. I don't think she is the traitor, but I feel like there could be something with that. But then again, we kind of already saw that with Philip. So, I don't know. I gave her a 2 out of 5. I don't, nah. Nope. Maybe, tomato. Yeah. And now we move on to King. So, we know with King, for the yeses, whatever, he has, like, a weird connection now to the Collector. And so maybe it could be a two-way streak, and, like, the Collector could, like, I don't know. The Collector is a really interesting character right now, because I don't even think the Collector cares about this Day of Unity crap. I don't know, and I think honestly in the end he's going to be anti-Bellows. I think the Collector's pronouns are he, they, so I'll be referring to them as he, they. So yeah, I don't believe they would do that, but maybe. I don't know, this is the thing. We literally have no idea, but we continue. Yeah, I just don't think that's where they're planning to go, but I could see it. Maybe Bellows promised King to get closer to, like, the Titan. I could see that maybe happening, especially because we know, like, a big part of what King wants right now is just to feel closer to his family. Fair enough. And I could kind of see that, maybe even unknowingly, like, being manipulated in that way, because he's in a very emotionally vulnerable state right now. No judgment. Me too, bestie. So, I don't know. Especially with, like, illusion magic, I can see maybe something like that happening, but I don't know. And I mean, he pretty openly, like, opens up to people. Like, we see that with Steve, and even kind of, I always forget his name, Amity's dad, in, like, the last episode. I don't know. From those, I don't see him ever really wanting to work with Bellows, because I feel like he's pretty anti-Bellows. I feel like if this was a twist they went with, people would be like, boo. And once again, it's like, you don't have to write for your audience, but, like, you don't want to piss them all off, especially on the finale. Like, because people are going to be like, screw this, stupid, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. I just don't see it happening. But I could see it, but it's complicated. I gave it a 3 out of 5, and that's not because I want it to happen, but that's just because I feel like King's in a tough spot right now. Fair. Not a judgment statement at all. So, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let me continue on. Okay, now we're at Hootie. Hootie. Hoot hoot. I can't do the Hootie voice, but I do love Hootie. Yes, because Hootie's been seen to be desperate for friends. But now with Lilith, I don't really see that a big part of his character anymore. I don't know. Weird parallel, but I feel like he's similar to the Collector in that way. I don't know. Something to think about. Something to think about. But yeah, with Lilith, I don't really see that being a problem anymore. And then Hootie's kind of, I don't know, he's not dumb, but like he's a little, hoo-hoo. So, but I really don't see this happening. I honestly believe in, he calls it the Hootie Hole theory. It's a theory made by the Third Bill. I think that's how you say his name. I recommend checking the video. It's a great video. Love his content. But I honestly feel like Hootie's gonna be the key to like saving the day. I don't know how, when, where, but I believe that he is gonna save it because I feel like the annoying joke character saving the day in the end, that is so the Owl House. You know? And I feel like that'd be a fun little twist. And Hootie is this like magical entity. Like there has to be something more there. And I feel like everyone, not everyone maybe, but like I feel like people crave that. At least I do. Like I know there's more to like his being. Like I feel like he's connected to the, I'm going off topic, but I don't know. I put a 1 out of 5. I think Hootie's gonna have a big use in the story, but I don't think being the traitor is that use. So, and then last but definitely not least is Steve. The reasons why it could be possible. He was a part of the Emperor's Coven, and then I wish I knew who came up with this theory. I don't know who did, but I like this theory a lot. Stick with me. So some people believe, there's like a theory going around that he was like kidnapped by the Emperor's Coven and then was like switched out. Because some people are saying, I haven't really looked into it that much, I just like thinking about it, that maybe in like the newest episode his mole's in a different spot and his voice is a little bit different. Some people are thinking that maybe he's been replaced by one of the Illusion members, like we saw in Gust and Hunter episode. I would really like that twist, and here's why. For one, we're not hating on Steve, it's not Steve's fault. 2, it would be no one that we cares about fault. And 3, I don't feel like jeopardizing, because basically everyone within the cats is a beloved character. Basically everyone. And I feel like if we were to go to that theory, if that's what they're toying with, I feel like it would make sense, because we saw it previously, there's precedent for that. And also, I don't know, I just feel like it would be a good twist and be interesting. I mean, we kind of already got Steve's little arc with, I don't remember episodes' names. I used to, but not anymore. With the King and Hunter episode, so I feel like we can, not that I want to move on from Steve, but because we've already kind of established this little arc rebelling against the Emperor's Coven, we can use his characters for other things now. You know what does that make sense? Reasons, no. The community literally is obsessed with Steve, and if Steve ended up being the traitor, that would be so upsetting. But then we couldn't blame him if that theory came true, but this is not to do with the theory at all, but I need y'all to know. Bartholomew and Steve are confirmed to be half-brothers. It's my favorite thing ever. My little sister, actually, when we were watching the episode, she was like, they kind of look alike. Are they siblings or something? It was confirmed by Miss Dana Terrence herself. It's incredible. 20 out of 10. Apparently it was gonna be like a whole little, probably like a B plot about it, but then Disney. I would have loved that content so much. Anyways, and then kind of what we're talking about for his character, on the other side of the coin, I feel like that'd be kind of like a big backflip for his like character arc, because he was like, you know what, screw the Emperor's Coven, I'm doing it for me now. And I don't know, if he did it willingly, I feel like that'd be kind of a big L on his part, you know, and kind of ruin his character development. But not gonna lie, I'd rather be Steve than Rain, because I'm really, really worried it's Rain. I don't know if it's willingly, unwillingly, I'm just really worried it's Rain. I feel like there's a lot of foreshadowing that it's gonna be Rain. If you ask me right now, after watching this video, who I think it's gonna be most likely, Everwolf, Rain, maybe Steve. If it comes out and I'm completely wrong, feel free to yell at me. Feel free to yell at me. I'm sorry if I made all of your worries go times 10. But no, that's kind of what I have to say. I feel like there's a good case for a bunch of the cats of why it could be them. And I feel like there's a lot of room for them to be creative or kind of throw us a loop. I don't know. And then honestly, it's possible that there was never a traitor and Kikimora is just her petty little tentacle self. We'll see. Thanks for watching. Thanks for clicking. Tell me what you think. Tell me if I missed something. I would love to hear y'all's thoughts in the comments below. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Make sure to check out the creators too that I mentioned in this video. Much love, much love. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.